I'm here with an Aussie up-and-comer making his UFC debut on, that's right, Dana White's Contender Series, Jack Della Maddalena. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing really well. Enjoying Las Vegas. Excited to compete. Like doing well.
I bet. So a lot of fighters tell me about the long travel, right? The delays. You might be stuck in a hotel for a little bit. Training somewhere you're not used to. How has that been? Getting to the States, training in the States, how's that been treating you?
We were pretty lucky. Our flight from Australia was pretty much empty. So we had the long 13 and a half hour flight Sydney to LA with it was pretty much a private jet. There was maybe 30 people on board. So got like a decent rest in. We came here early in the morning, so we're a bit tired, but we just stuck it out and had a good sleep. And we pretty much we didn't really have any jet lag. So just got straight out here into the sun and started training at the PI. And been loving it. It's been a good week for us so far.
Now, getting ready for the Contender Series, you're 9-2, 11 pro fights. Do you feel like you're getting this opportunity at the right time? I've talked to some guys who get a little bit early, some get a little bit late. How do you feel with 11 pro fights making this step up?
I feel like it's a good time for me. I'm happy to. I was ready. I would be happy to take the opportunity early. I'm just glad to get the opportunity. So it is what it is. You got to deal with what you're dealt, and I'm ready to go. So I think it's the perfect time for me.
Has anything been different getting ready for the Contender Series where a big knockout, a big finish gets you a contract? You can win and not get a contract, not get the attention of Dana White, not get what you came here to get. So does it change anything stylistically or strategy-wise looking for the big finish?
For me, I think my style sort of bring finishes. I always look for the finish. I'm not trying to win a decision. So I think I've got a fan-friendly style, and I think it's a style that will be. I think it will be a good. It will be perfect for Contender Series because I will bring it, and I will be trying to get the finish from the second the bell goes.
Now, I know you might not know this. I'm a lot older than you, right? So the fighters I watched coming up from down under, of course, like Ray Sefo, Mark Hunt was huge. Guys who had real knockout power. It was the thing about getting the big finish. They kind of laid the groundwork for Australian fighters and Kiwi fighters today. Is there some kind of pressure to live up to that? Israel Adesanya, a lot of big knockouts. Volkanovski, the same thing. Is there some kind of pressure being a fighter from down under to fight like that?
I don't really feel the pressure. I just sort of fight the way I fight, and that's the way it is. I don't really. I'm my own person. I love Australia, but I'm at the end of the day, I'm my own person, and I just want to compete the way I can compete. And I think if I do compete the way I compete, I will get finishes. So no pressure.
How do you are you a study guy? How do you like to prep for a fight? Do you know your opponent well and his strategy, or do you leave that to your coaches?
I study not too much. I have watched his. I've watched his last fight maybe twice, and one fight in between there. I leave it mainly to the coaches, but we sort of just look at his like physique and his body shape, and maybe a couple of things that his style of fighting, but nothing too. I don't look too deeply into it. We just focus on ourselves and just get prepared to fight whoever we need to fight,
If
but
you
not too
have
in.
a fight idol, who is it? Who do you look up to in whatever it is, boxing, kickboxing, MMA? Do you have an idol in this game?
Yeah, my older brother Josh. He's a stand up fighter. He's a good man, and yeah, he's definitely my idol in the fight game.
Now, I'm an older brother myself. I did get in the occasional fight with my little brother. What's that like growing up with a fighter as an older brother? Was it rough in the house?
It was rough. He kept me in line, but it was a good. It was. I learned a lot. Not to be cheeky too often. I copped a couple of good beatings, but it worked out in the end.
I hear all the time from people who have family in the fight game that it's 10 times harder watching your brother or your son or someone you care about fight than it is fighting yourself. Is that true? Having a family member who's a fighter, is it harder watching them than it is getting ready yourself?
Yeah, definitely. For me, if I'm a lot more nervous watching teammates, and then when it's your brother, it's even a lot more intense. It's a lot more nerve wracking. Not that I don't believe that when I watch him fight, he can win. It's just it's completely out of your control, and you just got to hope that he can compete. But yeah, 100%. Watching a family member, in this case my brother, it's tough to watch, but it's good fun. It's good for you. It gets the heart rate up and it gets the nerves going. So it's fun.
Well, you seem ready to go, man. I got to say, best of luck to you on Dana White's Contender Series, and I hope you do great, my man.
Legend. Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.